Hello, beautiful Libras. How's it going? I hope this video finds you guys well. We are here to do another little mini tarot love relationship reading, things of that sort. It's what I'm calling the little sip series. Just taking a little sip, just seeing where the energy's at. It's not the whole damn cup. It's not the whole damn tea party, right? No, I'm just teasing. I'm just kidding around. Yes, a little mini tarot readings for those looking for love, wanting to hear about your person, check in, see where the energies are at. As always, guys, here on YouTube, I do general messages. That means not everything I say will resonate with all the Libras out there. Highly encourage you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, knowing in advance that not everything I say will resonate with you. So, it is up to you what you want to do with these energies, what you want to do with these messages. Again, if it's not your story, drop it like it's hot. Or if it's something you want to shelve and think about, it might resonate later on. So, you will always be in the driver's seat. Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today. Boom, boom, boom. Good. I love these cards. As well as my social media channels, etc. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. If you want to book a personal reading, all that information down below. We're going to hop in. Is there something else I need to tell you? I love you. You're the best. Thanks for joining me, Libra. I'm just kidding. I'm being a goofball today. All right, so bottom of your deck is amazing. Wheel of Fortune vibes here, and some money, potentially some new income. Not a ton, but like little bits of money. I don't know, something about this. That may involve your career, but I'm kind of reading for romance, so you might be able to view this through a more like career lens, relationships, right? Okay. So I don't know which person is you. Typically, I start with your energy first, so I'm going to do that, but know in advance you can reverse them. So Knight of Pentacles, Knights always bring change and movement into our life. Again, money flow might be good. Pentacles representing the tangible things you can reach out and touch, your home, the people you love, things of that sort, your job, your career, material possessions, especially in Taurus season, we're in all that nice earth sign energy. So a lot of us are capitalizing on creative ways to make more money or to sell shit we don't need and, income. Little bits here and there it's trickling in. You're making progress on something. So a lot of you are trying to fix a relationship where there may have been the temptation to duck out, to peace out, to dip out, however you want to say it. But something pulls you back. And I do think it's love. I do think there's something about... So I'm getting the image of someone watching you go. And I think this is more the idea of envisioning what life would be like without you. And again, this could be vice versa. And it's almost like the thought of it was too much to bear. You guys may have even tried some sort of like trial separation or been sleeping in different beds, or maybe somebody moved in with the sister or whatever you mean. It wasn't an official divorce, but it feels like somebody took some time apart. But yeah, I think you guys are going to come back together. That's where this is headed for me. So progress made towards understanding not so much the consequence, but the results, however you want to say it, of someone deciding to dip out. It's almost like somebody, and no offense, I come at this with love and positivity, but someone may have thrown in the towel too early. That expression, someone may have, like when it got tough, they were like, oh, I don't want, I'm out. But then they regretted it. And so maybe this was you, Libra. Maybe you had a change of heart. It seems like you were seeking freedom away from maybe a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or an earth sign, doesn't have to be. But it's like by leaving your home, right, that stream as the fish, you were literally a fish out of water. It was like getting back into the dating scene or the idea of exploring new options. It actually left you feeling kind of like, oh, well, shit, I actually do miss my person. So this obviously, from what I'm telling you now, this doesn't feel brand new. This feels like maybe someone you've established a relationship with Pentacle energy, someone you have roots with. Again, could potentially be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. But yeah, there is the idea if you guys did like a trial separation and I keep wanting to say sleeping in different beds or under a different household, I think you do end up going back home. Now here's the thing, I'm very transparent about the way I read cards. 8 of Cups is very frequently a card of leaving something behind that is emotionally void. But here's the thing, what you're going towards is anxiety and fear. So, and it doesn't have to be literally that, but there's a darker state of mind when you leave something familiar, and the way it's being presented of what you're leaving, it's still a work in progress. Like it's not time to abandon ship yet, because there's still work and growth and things that can be done to make this better. It's just like, you just need a little love. You just got to, sprinkle the seed with a little bit more water and a little bit more like sunlight, right? And this is a metaphor for trying to get something to grow where It is stagnant. Okay. It seemed like the emotions were kind of running out, or I think this feels like you had just lost the spark. You just kind of lost the passion. But again, this indicates to me with the cup kind of swarming in the head, even if you did try time apart, you missed each other, particularly if there is a water sign involved here, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's very likely that this is someone you considered marrying one day, or maybe you already are married. And again, none of this feels finalized like a divorce, but yeah, there is something about soulmate energy here, a karmic partnership, right? I think somebody's attention started to stray, and I've gotten this message for you a few times, Libra. There may have been a little bit of player energy, but this is actually a really funny message. Somebody's eyes started to wander and imagine what it would be like to like go off on their own, to break away from like the everyday, like the everyday ho-hum. It's just kind of, it's whatever, it's boredom, it's complacency. But once you jump stream and you actually recognize like what it's actually like out in the real world with real people who want to date you, right? There's something about you end up going back where you started. You started with this Knight of Pentacles, right? This Knight of Earth. Again, something about establishing roots. A knight, like there's change and growth and progress. It's capable of it, right? But it's still a knight. It's not a queen. It's not a king. So this indicates to me somebody jumped ship too early when there was still something that could have been salvaged from this. So anyway, if somebody does leave, even if that person does have sort of player-like tendencies, maybe this is you, maybe this is the cross-watcher, whatever, they end up going back to the person that they were. It's almost like they just needed a break. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I think very quickly, again, sorry Libra, I don't mean to be harsh, they kind of learn the error of their way, or however you want to say it. There is something about the growing distance between you guys. It's weighing quite heavily on your heart and in your head. And so I think you're going to go back and give it one more try with this person. If this is representing you, particularly if you have very strong earth in your chart, Libra, you being an air sign, right? This could indicate that you're going back to work with a fire sign. Or for one or two of you, you may be starting a new relationship with a fire sign. If you haven't quite reached that point where I think you are ultimately going to go back to the one you call home. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that, but anyway. Maybe you got to test the waters with someone else to make you realize that your passion actually lies with the person from the past. Or some of you may realize, you know what, I'm happier starting anew. Maybe the person I thought I was going to marry isn't that person. But I have to be honest, I'm feeling the previous option. I think a lot of you are going to end back where you started. You kind of got to wander around the neighborhood and get lost a bit, and then you end up finding yourself. But you find yourself back with that person because you love them, don't you, Libra? I mean, that's why you're watching this, right? Anyway. So yeah, there's a victory going back to the Libra. So again, vice versa, the energies could indicate that this is for the cross watchers, right? Again, a fire sign and a Libra, there's a victory in either I'm going to like the commitment or going to like the wedding contract, the judge. A judgment is made with clarity and confidence that, yeah, either, and again, I don't mean to use this as like a cop-out, but this is one or two things. You guys decide to start fresh, start anew, or there's victory in discovering that breaking a marriage contract sets somebody free from the anxiety, from that weighted feeling that they feel when they're with their person. So again, the energies can go a couple different ways, but those are sort of the stories coming out with these cards. So let's throw some clarifiers on it for the people who have stuck around and this seems like it could be your message. Let's see what the universe has to say. Either way, whatever happens here, bottom of your deck being Wheel of Fortune, it's positive. So whatever changes is in the energies, is in the air right now, whether it's you leaving to start anew with potentially a new fire sign, or it's you kind of wandering around seeing, trying other people on for size, maybe you're dating around. Either way, whether you choose to go back to this person or not, it's your free will. You can do whatever the hell you want, Libra. Either way, it would be positive because this is saying that this is much needed change that is divine timing. All this is guided by divine timing, this change up of the cycle. You were meant to go through this, possibly to illuminate you to other opportunities, or the opposite, to make you realize just how damn good you have it with this person. And, no one's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Maybe you both are feeling some type of way, a little bit of resentment or a little bit of struggle, of frustration. For a lot of you out there, it just feels like you guys need to spice it up a little bit. Maybe you've been together 4 years, right? And now you're kind of like, the honeymoon phase is over. This is my person, but maybe, it's a real like yawn in the sex department, right? It could be something like that, in which case, bring the torch back, light some candles. Libra, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you get the idea. Bring that magic wand back. Bring that magical spark back between you guys. Because, I think that could potentially save a relationship where one, if not both of you, are kind of like, what happened with us? That's sort of what this feels like. There's still love here, though. Again, most of your cards are actually very positive. It's the irony of this Eight of Cups of like walking away from something that is emotionally void. What you're leaving behind, at least the way I'm reading the cards, it's actually quite good. It's when you go off to seek out new options, you think there's something better out there for you. And I'm not saying there isn't indefinitely, but with the current energy, it's going to bring you a lot more stress than potentially trying to work through just an argument or a difficult situation, an obstacle, a roadblock in a relationship that's already kind of, it's trying to thrive, but it's stagnant. And I am not an advocate to stay in a relationship if you're not happy, but there are multiple cards indicating to me that you guys are happy. I think if you guys both end up going in opposite directions, again, what comes back, like the way the cards are positioned, two different people come back to the wedding contract, to the judge. This could even indicate something where you guys may have had something about a court case. It's not going to be for everyone, but ultimately this is your card, Libra. You are the Justice card. This indicates things going back to Libra, that they've circled around, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel final. This doesn't feel like the ending of a chapter. This feels like a... What is that? Those adventure books where it's like, choose your own ending. Do Bobby and Susie go this way or that way? And Bobby and Suki are going to be fine, whatever their names are. All right. Yeah, so someone needs to, this is what this is. The grass is greener on the other side. Somebody essentially gets proof that that's not always true. Sorry, let me try that one more time for clarity. Somebody goes off to discover something and recognizes that they actually did have it pretty good with this person, that they're willing to come back and figure it out. But again, it was divinely timed. So if there is a severing or a splitting up of a relationship, for a lot of you, not everybody, but for a lot of you, if the love is mutual and it really is, in the grand scheme of things, a small hurdle, I think you guys are going to choose to close out a cycle where it's been quite difficult. It's been a struggle between you two, but there's a victory that comes with these current people, in which case you can start fresh. You can start over and relieve yourself of all that baggage that you're carrying around. It seems like there's a heavy conversation that needs to take place. You may have gotten into a really nasty argument at a party or at some sort of social gathering, and it could have been quite awkward because maybe you didn't want other people hearing you, but yeah, something happened for a lot of you at like a social engagement. Yeah, okay, you go back to the Ten of Cups. You go back to your husband or your wife. That's what this feels like, Libra. Yeah, Four of Cups again. That is this whole reading in a nutshell. It's stale. Something needs to freshen things up. You got to mix it up. You got to spice it up, or else, it's always going to feel boredom, complacency. It's kind of, it feels like a sexless marriage. So again, you guys, quick way to fix that, right? Just saying. Let's throw some romance angels on. Yeah, it's almost like somebody needs to walk away to recognize it's not always greener on the other side. It's not always better with a new person. You might be dealing with someone who's afraid of commitment, and so every time it gets real, they get really stressed out and they tend to like dip out, be like, oh, sorry, it's not. But I don't know. I don't mean to be a hype man, but this could be that one where it's like they were afraid of commitment and they realized just how good it was. But will the cross watcher let them back? Look how cute this is. With the penguins, Libra, adorbs. Romance angels, please help me out with this. What do we want to tell Libra? What is important to come through for Libra? Cool. All right, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. That's the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. All right, so you got like a mixed bag. None of these are bad. None of these are terrible. But it's stepping up to the plate and acknowledging something isn't great here. So do we want to fix it or do we want to call it quits once and for all? Again, there's something about leaving the fish's natural home, the stream. It's almost like he's gotten too cocky. He's gotten too big for his britches. Like, I'm a big fish now. I'm going to move on to something else. You might be dealing with a Pisces, right? But there's something about, but it's the water and it's so cozy and it's my home and please will you let me back in? That's what this feels like. Oh, sorry, wrong cards. That's what this feels like. This could be the one. Throw some zodiac signs on it. Who wants to come out in Libra spread here? Libra, Libra, Libra. Who wants to come out in Libra spread? Yeah, one more. We'll take one more. Oh, Pisces just flew out. The fish squad. Sagittarius came out. Virgo came out. Aries. Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, Gemini. All right, guys, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates. See you very soon for more little sips. Bye, Libra.